fast on a roundabout, that's brave, isn't it? I fucking hate that. I don't know why I took that line. Right, okay, let's make a start then. Hello everybody, back out on the bike after a couple of days. Hope you guys are all okay. Coping alright. So I haven't come out with a huge list of things to talk about, so I'll just crack on with a couple. So where do we start? Bournemouth? That was insane. So Boris said that we could go down the beach as long as we can only meet in groups of, was it family groups of less than 5 or something like that at the time. So everybody decided that we should go down the beach. So everybody did. 500,000, what the shit? 500,000 people descended onto Bournemouth in one day, and the hottest day of the year. Okay, so it was ideal beach weather, but oh my god, never seen anything like it. And the public toilets weren't open, so you can only imagine what spending a day on the beach, bloody hell, can do. Bladder full of beer, you know. Apparently people were buying like McDonald's burgers and things that come with a cardboard box rather than the greaseproof wrapper, and using that to crap in. Oh my god, how desperate are people to get down the feckin' beach? Oh, I hate this junction. I came down here so I can avoid the Ealing toll, pretty much. Yeah, so they were all down Bournemouth. 500,000 people! And that's busier than, you know, the busiest day or something ridiculous like they were reporting. You can't be that desperate to go to the beach. Surely. So I thought, on the following day, after seeing this madness, I thought that I would take the bike and go and have a look, you know, just so I could show people how bad it was, because not everybody trusts the news. And they say, oh no, it's funny camera angles, and it's not like that really. So the following day I checked the webcams, and sure enough, after everybody had told them off, people didn't go down to Bournemouth the next day. It was still busy, don't get me wrong, but it was nowhere near normal Bournemouth summertime kind of busy. Yeah, so there's that. Absolutely fucking nuts. Well, if you're going to pull out in front of people, accelerate. Well, that reminds me. I was coming home from work, strangely enough. I'd booked a slot to go into work and collect some of my belongings and things, because we're not going to be back in the office for a little while. And on the way back I was filtering, and the traditional thing happened. So there's a bunch of shops. So we drive on the left, it's England, we drive on the left, a bunch of shops off on the left hand side. Traffic's absolutely crazy, so I'm filtering down the outside, and a bloody great van had let a car out that was in one of the car parks. He of course couldn't see me because of the bloody great van in the way, and luckily enough I'm going slow enough that I can stop. But I tell you what, I needed to change my trousers when I got home. It was a little bit scary. I mean, if you want to know about the brakes on the Isca, because before I was a bit flippant about it and said the brakes broke, the brakes worked fine. They do work fine. I've had a proper actual emergency, not stop, because he floored it out the side of the car park. But yeah, definitely worked. So yeah, plus on that. Yeah, so that scared the crap out of me. Where was I? Oh yeah. I completely lost my train of thought. I've done a proper old man thing there. I remember when somebody pulled out on me and it did this, and here's a new story at the start. Oh, Bournemouth. Yeah, I was thinking about taking you guys down to Bournemouth on the motorbike. Not to stop. I was just going to go and show it because not everybody believes what's going on. But I had a look on the webcams, which is seriously useful by the way. If you're going to go to any public area like that, like a park, like a park or a beach or anything like that, just Google webcams for that area, because it may help you make a decision. You know, like if it's really busy, or if the weather's not too good, just pop on a webcam, because normally they're live. And you can just see what's going on. But I never made it, purely because the webcam said that it wasn't that busy. It was under Bournemouth's usual summer level, so I thought, why would I show you an empty beach? You know, you've seen them now, it's been locked down, you know what empty beaches look like on the news. Yeah, so I've been seeing some interesting posts. Ooh, a bloody tree in the way. Interesting posts from various people saying they're actually scared to be in America right now, or American in certain parts of America, because of the rioting and the police and well, both sides of the rioting, the police, the voting, Trump, all this kind of stuff, and the lockdown, especially when Europe announced that it wasn't going to have Americans come to Europe, like Germany and Italy, places like that. Americans are saying, well, we are locked in our own country now, so you know, they say we're actually worried with all the things that are going on. They don't want to be in their country, and yet they're locked in and they're not allowed to leave, because Europe said you can't come here, which leaves China, and China's got their own problems. Americans are also scared of this second spike, which is definitely happening. It's actually taking place right now, and the second spike looks like it's going to exceed the first spike. So a lot of people there who are, and it is very much split down the liberal Republican side, is that the Republicans aren't so frightened, but the liberals tend to be more frightened. And interestingly, the counties where liberal people are, where they tend to wear masks and things, are down to, I think it's like under 200, let's say, under 200 cases, and yet there's Republican, just try to unhouse them, Republican places that are having 8,000 new cases a day, and they're scared because they don't want it going back to their state, because there's no state lockdowns, there's no per-state lockdowns. America's had 2 million cases. 2 million cases of COVID. That's like more than 5. Yeah, that's a lot of cases, and they've had so many deaths. It is scary, really, really scary. It's a bit windy today. Oh god, bumpy as shit as well right now. So I know, right, okay, so I live just outside of Southampton. There's a major UK port, and I hear that one of the biggest container ships in the world is docked, and I think I saw it earlier. People are wondering why I'm not indicating, it's because they're broken. I don't like not having indicators, especially not on a motorbike. I like people knowing where I'm going. Oh god, it's squirrely as fuck around here as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to play Hunt the Cargo Ship. Because I saw it earlier, it was over in Southampton. Now it's really big, and I can't quite work out where it was actually docked. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop down to a little village called Hythe, which is on the waterfront, between the New Forest and the waterfront, and we're going to have a little look, see what we can see, and then once I work out where it is, I'm going to try and get there, or at least get opposite it. There's a place called Marchwood that we just went through really quickly. We can go back to have a look at. There's a place there we can see across the water, but it depends because it kind of splits into multiple docking channels. So we need to check to see we're on the right one. The best thing about Hythe is that you can pretty much see up 2 of 3 of the channels. So we're going to give that a go. And it started raining, and I don't like rain. Well, it said it wasn't, it said it was 5% chance of rain. Grr. Oh, that's the other thing that's funny. Daily Express does not know... Oh, they're working today. Daily Express does not know what weather to give us. Daily Express are historically... You can stay off? Historically absolutely terrible at reporting the weather. And they've been reporting for the last week that we're due an absolute raging heat wave, which hasn't turned up yet. It's supposed to have been here now. Today was supposed to be the heat wave. As you can see, it's typical British weather. It is drizzle. We like a bit of drizzle. And drain covers everywhere. So this is the sneaky back way into Hythe. Yeah, just pop down here. And what it does, it drops you right out by the harbour. I believe. This bike sometimes has a problem finding neutral, and sometimes really doesn't have a problem finding neutral. I can't see it. So that's a thing over there. Further up. See, where I come across from Southampton is further up that way. So maybe I'm too far down. That's a cruise liner. Grain ship, another grain ship. I don't know what that one is. What else we got? What else we got? That's the Hythe ferry there. It's bloody windy. Seagulls everywhere. Yeah. There it is. I can just see it. I can't zoom you in on that, but it's pretty much 3 cranes in the distance. Then you got some what look like massive house bricks, and then a thing. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Is it one way? Nope. God. Left it in first and dropped the fucking clutch. I wonder if I can see it from Marchwood. Should we try that? For those of you wondering, 1,238 miles. Seems sweet as a nut. I mean, I'm not riding particularly well. I think I'm doing alright actually. I'm still having problems. I think the accelerator is sticking or something, because it feels like the bite point changes. Also, not to the dead zone seems quite extreme on the throttle. I'd like a little bit less dead zone, because it actually means that when I'm at full throttle, I kind of have to shuffle my hand back round without releasing it. It's a little bit, yeah. So I'd rather not have to do that, if it's all the same to you. So I'm not sure if there's a way of adjusting that. But yeah, 1,239 miles. You see me ride it down here. I'm not particularly worried. The indicators are a bit knackered. So I'm going to have to work out how to change them. I'm hoping that it just splits off the handlebar and I don't need to take anything off. I shouldn't need to take the grip off with something that's attached to the handlebar. Here we go, there's a distinct lack of power. That's where this bike suffers. Uphill. Yeah, so there we are. Shikaka. It's a bit greasy. It's not wet. I still don't have faith in these tyres. I mean, the tyres are a lot better than they were when I first started riding. They actually have some better grip now. And the other thing is, I'm a lot more confident in the bike and myself, because I hadn't ridden for 10 years before I bought another motorbike, so. Now, for those of you who watch the other videos, I turned left up here, but we're not going to today. Hope I can remember where this turning is. It's like a small turning just before another turning. So I'm not going to go down Poop Screen today. We are going to go straight on. Now you've seen I've gone over quite a few bits of railway today. They are no longer in use, or very, very rarely in use. That's why they've got the manual train gates on. Ah, see? Flashing. This way? Question mark? Oh yeah, actually I'll take you this way. I mean, I can go that way, but I'll go this way. So I'm going to go slowly, see if I can remember where this bloody turning is. Yeah, so all these are old military houses. It's even called Magazine Close and things like that. Brittany Close, it's not that one. Yeah, so there we go. There's the old military base. There. These trains have been there for frickin' donkey's years. I don't think they've ever moved. They're all rusted over and stuff, you can see that. Is it this one? Is it this one? No, it isn't, is it? See what I mean? It's not. What I need to do is go up to the roundabout and turn around and come back, because I recognise it coming this way. I'm just not sure how much further it is. Oh, there's a little housing estate, yeah. So it's up here somewhere. 40 miles an hour. I'm not going to do that because I need to see where I'm going. Yes, MOD property over there as well, looks like. It's not. I'm going to keep freaking out until I get there, I think. Actual industrial park. Mini roundabout. Oh, yes, I know where I am. Right, okay, yes, this is the industrial park. I used to work down here. What was I doing down here? I was separating out the different grades of grit before they were shipped on ships to places where ships go. Yeah, which was a boring job. It involved opening gravels of grit. This is the weird thing, right? When you work for agencies, it's because companies have thought, oh shit, we need some resources to do something somewhere because there's been a cock-up. So what they did is they bought pallets and pallets of grit and stuff from various grit companies, wherever you buy grit from. I had to open these like 2.5 or 5 kilo bags of grit, open them, and then spill them out onto the sand and gravel that was already there. Oh yes, there he is. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. Look at this. Look, I'm driving towards it and it ain't getting any bigger. Oh, let's put it on its proper feet, shall we? Very aware I'm missing it. Look at that one. Look at that. The size of this, guys. The size of this. That's amazing, isn't it? That's huge, isn't it?
That's a little one too.
Oh, where's the big guy then? God, they're huge. You can see the docks over there, look. That's the pilot boat. Can you imagine trying to drive that through there? There's the grain boats I showed you earlier. Look at that. I think my motorbike was probably in one of those crates at some point. Where's the big guy? That's what I want to know. Because it's supposed to be the world's biggest one. Is in Southampton. It's either in Southampton or it's coming to Southampton. Don't know, it'd be... Like I said, the top of the Solent splits into like 3. There's one channel down there, there's a channel here, there's one further up. Like well, apparently this is a normal one, this isn't the big one I was looking for. And this isn't the one I saw from my route into Southampton earlier. It's still big though. If you imagine that as a traffic jam, how many containers wide is that? 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, what is it, about 20? 20 containers wide? You imagine 20 lorries wide. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24 lorries long. Imagine that as a traffic jam. I suppose that's how they got here, was in a bloody great lorry traffic jam, wasn't it? Look at it all. That boat looks like it's going sideways. It's weird, isn't it? Watching boats go sideways. There we go, and there's the truth behind Southampton if the wind's blowing in the wrong direction. That lot, which is all scrap metal and crap. Look at it, it's just piles of rubbish. That gets put onto a ship, but if the wind comes in the wrong direction, you can smell that. You can smell that from miles away. Well, I hope to show you a bloody great ship. And I've singularly failed to show you a great big ship. I've shown you a normal size ship. No, I don't know, maybe it's further up. Maybe it's further up. I think I saw them loading. This was this one I saw. No, the one I saw this morning was freaking massive. You know, a lot of you who, you know, don't live so close to a major port. See, look at all that trash, look at it. You can see it now, that boat's got out of the way. Look at the state of all that. All that is a pile of crap. Yeah. Yeah, that's how big they are. They're bloody huge. Absolutely bloody huge. Nice little ditch there. What is that? Blackwater, maybe? Don't know. Alright, so I'm going to take you back. Now, well, in fact, you know what I'll do? So I've been whittering on for over half an hour now. What I'll do is I'll end the video here. You have seen a relatively normally sized cargo ship. If you've never seen one before, that's how big they are. And it was still a reasonable distance away. But yeah, but that's the kind of ships we have in. There is a massive one in at the moment. Absolutely huge. I mean, that one was, I forget what I said, 20 wide or something. This one's at least double. Well, it looks like it's at least double. It's huge. And it's just got a wall of containers on it. I can't describe it. It's bigger than a skyscraper easily. It's absolutely massive. Oh, I hate doing this. Right. So, thank you very much for watching. Sorry, it's been a bit of a weird one. Well, I thought you might be interested. see you later. Bye bye.